Hello everyone, Greg Segovia here, Executive Marketing Director with Precision Senior Marketing. And today I wanted to quickly discuss a common prescription drug plan enrollment mistake. I see this mistake happening all the time by insurance agents out in the field, and I want to make sure you know how to properly handle this situation with your client. So let's get into it. So today we are going to talk about a common PDP client scenario and the election options you have on that Part D application you're filling out with your client, specifically new to Medicare versus a special enrollment period, commonly referred to as an SEP. So here's the scenario. Let's say you're dealing with a client who is over 65, they deferred Part B back when they turned 65, and they are now retiring and or coming off of group health. Very common scenario out there, right? Well, if you're speaking with the client in that situation and enrolling them in a standalone PDP, the Part A effective date is going to be the crucial date you want to identify. Yes, Part B is important, but their Part A effective date is going to dictate which election you choose on that application. Because technically, a client can enroll in Part D with only Part A in place. Part B is not a necessity or requirement for Part D. So the common mistake made out there is this. Usually if you are dealing with a client that is coming off of group health and their Part B is going into effect or just went into effect, you would assume they are in their initial enrollment period or IEP and choose I am new to Medicare and be done with it, right? And trust me, I get it, because typically you go off their Part B effective date in regards to their Medicare supplement open enrollment, which you probably just did for them. However, since they are just now enrolling in Part B and their Part A has been in effect since they turned 65 or longer than 4 months, the proper election in that scenario is the Special Election Period SEP-LEC, LEC standing for Leaving Employer Coverage. And you may see slightly different SEP verbiage on your PDP app, but it should express something to the effect of group, union, or employer coverage ending. Each PDP app is slightly different. And the client has 2 months to enroll in that PDP after their group coverage ends using that specific SEP. I can't tell you how many PDP applications I have seen rejected because of this very issue. And once the enrollment is resubmitted using SEP-LEC, they fly right through for approval with CMS like clockwork. You may have already experienced this issue or not, but it is good information to be conscious of so you don't have to deal with the hassle of rejected applications or having to resubmit an additional enrollment with your client. And doing things the right way the first time will certainly bode well for your credibility, of course. So that's what I had for you today, and I hope that quick morsel was helpful. If you have any questions on this topic, feel free to reach out to me or our knowledgeable staff here at PSM to discuss further. Appreciate the time, and happy selling out there.